Hola, welcome back. Bom dia. So I'm in Park Camping Municipal in Alcácer do Sal. And I'm just going to the supermarket now, which is what I seem to do every day. Yeah, I'm only going to stay one night here. That was the plan anyway, but it's like a ton of flies and wasps around. But you know, that's kind of to be expected, it's summer. But no, I mean I was only going to stay one day anyway, and the site's, it's like really, flies get in your mouth, really cheap. It's ridiculously cheap, and there's a swimming pool next door that you can use for free. And most importantly, it's hot and sunny, which means I can do my washing. I desperately need to do my washing. And it's next door to two supermarkets, so Lidl and Intermarché, which is probably where I'm going to go now. So yeah, it's just one of those days when I'm just going to get the van tidied, get my washing done. I don't think I've going to make friends with my neighbours where I'm camped, because while I was touring around, it's like one way kind of thing to tour around the pictures to see the available ones. They blocked the road, filling up his water tank with his motorhome, and from what he could say, it was going to take a long time. So I kind of told him to, you know, well, no, I haven't checked in yet, you know, the woman's, you know, I don't want to wait like 20 minutes, you know, I've got to. Anyway, he moved, but he could have filled up without, there was loads of space. I don't know why he had to park right in the middle of the thing for. Anyway, I'm at the supermarket now, so I'll show you the site a bit later anyway. Okay, peace, see you later. One thing they have at these supermarkets are washing machines at the Intermarchés, which are really good. I haven't used one yet, and I tend to quite happy just doing hand wash, and you know, that's what I'm kind of used to, hand washing everything, particularly as I've got hot water. So I'm not going in the Intermarché. It's I prefer Lidl anyway. It's just being lazy because it was closer, but it was like rammed in there. And Lidl, I'm finding supermarkets in Portugal are either completely empty or they're absolutely rammed. It's like no in between, and that one was really rammed, and the bread bit was like all separate. And is he gonna let me go? Yeah, it didn't. When you have this much time on your hands and this much supermarket choice, but that's how most people drive in Portugal, like those police there. Quite typical. Quite typical. It didn't stop for me that time. Most people do stop though. It's just they do drive really quick here. So yeah, this is Lidl. But those Intermarchés, the other thing is, so you may have seen on the video yesterday, I was actually going to stay at one. But I just thought, I kind of got there too early, and there was a better spot elsewhere, and yeah, it would have been fine and everything, but I just drove 5Ks, and you saw where I was last night on the previous video. Yeah, I quite like the old Lidls, to be honest. Something flashed up on my screen now, I don't know, maybe I'm running out of memory. Yeah, so yeah, going back to Intermarchés, yeah, so they let you sleep, they have the washing machines. If you have a motorhome and they have water, and you can get rid of dirty water. Dirty water's not a problem for me, but obviously getting water is good, and you know, for €1 you can get 5 litres in the supermarket anyway, which normally lasts me at least a day. But they had it free at Intermarché, so So here we go, Benvindo, welcome to Little. Alright guys, catch y'all later. Well, it's nice and cool in here. Welcome back guys. So I'm glad I'm only here one night. Look at the size of the pitch I've got. There's some incredibly noisy people on this campsite. I mean, I'm guessing they're going to be quiet later on, but honestly, and the flies are terrible. I've had to put up netting, but the netting works fine. And you're probably thinking it's really hot in here. It's actually not now. It's quite nice. So just chilling out, reading my Kindle. The guy was really angry earlier. I thought I could hear him hitting one of his kids, but I don't know. This is like a municipal campsite, and it's really cheap, so you kind of get cheap people like me. But you know, you just get all sorts of people, so which is fair enough. But I've got my earplugs ready tonight if I have to put them in. But most people, honestly, I've not really had problems with noise on campsites at all. I did my washing earlier. You can see it all there. Be nice and dry now. I'll go get it in a minute. But yeah, flies are nuts here. It's almost as bad as being in Australia. But this netting, honestly, it's a godsend, particularly this one. I don't think they're arguing, I just think it's the way they are, the way they talk. But anyway, I'll bid you farewell for now from a rather noisy campsite. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to Lisbon. Gonna camp. I'm gonna stay somewhere. Actually, I walked through when I did the Camino Portuguese. So it's a little way out of Lisbon, half an hour on a train, but the trains are so cheap. I've been looking at Lisbon, there's just nothing there. I basically could risk parking just randomly. But I don't fancy it in a big city like that. It's more not my own personal safety, it's just leaving a van somewhere random. Even if I take all my possessions with me, it's just, well, you know, valuable. Not obviously all my possessions, but if I took all my valuables with me, I still wouldn't be happy leaving the van. So the option I was looking at was the airport. Now you can park there for €13, 24 hours. And apparently you can sleep. They have toilets. But to be honest, I'm not convinced about sleeping in an airport car park. And because it's the airport, the actual metro, you can get the metro into the city. From a cost point of view, it's actually going to cost quite a bit more than if I would camp at this another municipal campsite out at Villa Franca. Even though it's further away, the train's actually cheaper, and I think it's even quicker to get in because the metro obviously stops more. So yeah, that's where I'm going to head tomorrow. I'm certainly not going to stay here. It's just really dusty and it's so cheap. You know, I honestly can't complain. It's just not very peaceful. But no worries. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Morning folks, so I'm on my way into Lisbon, into the centre. So I'm staying at a really cool campsite in Villa Franca, which is a suburb of, quite a distant suburb of Lisbon. So the train is only €2.25 each way, so, and I'm paying €8 a night in campsite, so it's a really good deal for Lisbon, particularly in August where it's just accommodation's really hard to get and expensive. So yeah, I made a bit of a mistake on my ticket. So I bought the ticket and you have to validate the ticket, and I kind of validated it and then missed the train, and then there was one for 40 minutes, and now this train's late. So I don't know if there's a time limit on the ticket from the validation. So some people kind of looked up online and seen 1 hour or 90 minutes. If it's an hour, then I'm way over that. So I still have my receipt, so hopefully I can talk my way out of it, but I'm sure it'll be alright, but it's just a bit annoying really. I should do that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a day looking around Lisbon. I mean, it's a city I know very well. I was last here just a few months ago. I was planning to do the whole Camino up to Porto, but I kind of gave in after 4 days because it was just not fun, basically. Really walking through suburbs, and yeah, I decided to head up to Spain and do the last bit that I didn't do before. Kind of got a habit of doing stuff and not finishing them, but maybe one day I'll come back and do the whole Portuguese Camino, but it's very loud, you might not hear me so well. So yeah, I was here just not so long ago, but it's a great city and always nice to go back. Got my laptop with me, so I'm going to catch up on a bit of work as well. But the campsite's a really sweet deal. I mean, for €8 I'm getting, like, the Wi-Fi's really good, even at night when everybody's like using it. The electricity is free. I have a couple of leads, so I can use power's not an issue, and showers and toilets, and you're kind of free to pitch wherever. There are kind of sections where you should, you know, plots where you should pitch, but it's kind of a free-for-all and you can move around, and I'm kind of on a bit of a small, slopey, not a great spot at the moment. There's quite a few people there that have been there long term, so they ain't going to move to the best spots, but I'll keep an eye on it anyway. If a better spot comes open, then I might grab it, but it's not much of an issue because I've got my levelers under my tyres, and it's kind of, I can kind of tell that I'm just about level, and it's just quite a small space, and mosquitoes. It's the first place that, believe it or not, that I've camped that in the daytime the mosquitoes are really bad as they are at night. Normally they come out around dawn and dusk, obviously. They're not really normally around at dawn, but I'm still asleep. But yeah, at dusk obviously mosquitoes have been an issue everywhere pretty much, but I have the netting, so it's not really a problem. But here they're a problem in the day. I was kind of walking around yesterday looking for a good pitch, and then doing stuff outside, you know, getting the levelers on. I was bitten loads, so all over. I wasn't wearing a top either, so I got bites on my back and God knows where, but it's right. Itchiness is gone. So, but honestly, it's a small price to pay for basically having such good access to Lisbon. It's incredible, really. But anyway, I think we're pulling into the Santo Paulino station, which is about a kilometre from the main square in Lisbon, and I could take a subway into the main area, but I'm just going to walk it, so it's only a kilometre. and go get a coffee. Inevitably, I've only had one today. The coffees are really small in Portugal. They're very cheap, like 90 cents, but they're really small. So yeah, they kind of go really quickly. And I think in Spain they're slightly more expensive. You can get 2 shots, so they're quite strong. They tend to be a bit weaker in Portugal, which would actually suit a lot of people. But anyway, I'm about to get off the train, and fingers crossed my ticket lets me out of the gate for validating it early. Sure, won't be a problem. Okay, people. Well, I'll catch you